Hey guys, I'm Shira Carson here for Billboard at BottleRock Day 3, and I am sitting here with the MisterWives right now. And maybe 3 minutes ago, you guys just met the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Don't even.
I was so cool. Like, I was like, what up?
They were, for the record, they were freaking out. So.
Still are, hence why we're speechless and just like.
Okay, so wait, tell me about it.
Where am I?
Jesse, you talk about it. You were in a band with Chad Smith at one point.
I'm friends with Chad. We made an album a while ago with a different band, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna be at the same festival. Come say hi." And I said hello to him, and his daughter comes up, and she's like, "Oh my God, MisterWives is my favorite band." And he was like, "Oh, just bring them all back here. Come say." And then when I left, he was like, "Thanks for bringing. My daughter's really happy."
Yeah, and we were like, anytime we can fit you in our schedule, we'll come by.
And you guys have your debut studio album, Our Own House. And it charted on the Billboard 200, which is amazing. Means like a zillion people basically bought your album. Don't quote me on those numbers.
A zillion and one, to be
honest. A zillion and one, to be honest.
You can quote Jesse on that.
So tell me a little bit about the album and how crazy is it?
This was the first time I was writing for an album versus just writing because I needed to, to feel better in life. And so I was struggling with writer's block, and ATN built a treehouse across the street from where we live at his parents' house.
She was like, "Oh, I'm struggling with writer's block." So I was like, "All right, let me build a treehouse."
This existed for many years.
I built it in high school.
And so I took my, battery powered dinky keyboard and went into the treehouse.
I locked her in.
Everything kind of just being away from all the noise and just being in a tree, like straight up with birds and bees and just like
the Bronx.
Yeah, in the Bronx, which is pretty
probably
the
the only treehouse.
Sorry, I forgot to leave that out.
Yeah.
And that the whole album kind of just poured out pretty organically, and that's why it's called Our Own House. It's like a figurative and literal meaning of what our whole aura, our whole thing.
We're currently working on album 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's
Hopefully we get more than a bazillion sales on that one.
A
Zillion?
What is after?
We're shooting for 2 zillion.
What was the process like for this new album?
We built 2 tree houses.
A little bridge.
Yeah. So she could pick. So
Well, when you're on the road for so long, I can't write on the road. So when we came home after we've been on the road for like 2 years, basically, 2 years straight.
Pretty much.
And I came home and it wasn't forced. It was just like, I need to let this out of me, And so it's kind of just been flowing pretty fluently. And Eight's an amazing producer.
Oh, thanks.
And so we've just been doing it in his parents' basement, which is where the treehouse is. We call it Narnia. It's a very magical place, and we're really lucky. And it exists in the Bronx, which is just like, I don't know.
It's a really nice place for the Bronx.
Yeah.
Very nice. You would have no idea where you were.
Yeah, thanks
for
Gilgy
having
and Dave.
a recording studio in your basement.
So, yeah, I've been writing, and then we record it, and everybody comes in, and we just, it's pretty boring and old school. There's nothing, no
honestly,
fancy tricks.
Mandy is like, "What do you think of this song?" And I'm like, "Come in the room," and she's got her little keyboard covered in flowers, and she's like, "Okay," and then plays it, and I'm like in tears, and I'm like, "When can we start recording that?" So all the songs are amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
we recorded my favorite song already. I think.
Really?
I think. We'll see.
We built a roundhouse so high.